Welcome back to space.
Space!
Wow.
Merrick's finally here.
Yeah, it turns out for the last couple of weeks he's been working out some kinks in the warp drive.
Yeah,
Probably
we
good.
keep running into
Skull.
fucking warp storms.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully
I
we'll
don't-
solve that now, Captain.
Yeah, it's definitely the warp drive that does that.
Yep. I mean, what else would it be?
What else would it be?
Okay, so
Demonic possession?
Ethan, you wanted to talk to
Yeah, I want to talk to Marek
Yeah,
in private, of course.
Whoa, time out. There's a thought for the day pop-up now?
Yeah.
It's always been there.
No,
What?
it hasn't.
Robosave.
Like,
It's always
editing
been there for
for-
me.
what the fuck?
Every
It
time.
hasn't for me.
Only
No,
recently.
I've never had it before.
That's
It's,
incredible.
I guess I'm the lucky boy then.
Anyway, yeah,
It's your
Hanadar wants
fault.
to talk to Merrick in private, so go ahead. Have your little...
Mac.
Where even am I? I don't see it. What, are we not on the ship?
No, you'll be on the player save.
Ah,
I found you in the void.
yeah, well, I'm somewhere on the ship. Yes, Anadar.
I spoke to the Magos biologist on Cobalt.
Ah, we went to Cobalt?
Yeah.
Why did no one tell me?
well, you were busy
You were
with the warp
busy.
drive. I don't say because this is apparently somewhere else.
Ah,
The burning.
I mean, it's either going to be in Anadar's lab, and that's creepy enough, or it's going to be in the freaking engine bay, and that's also creepy. So
It's also creepy because ghostwriting appears there sometimes.
yeah.
Prophecy stuff.
all
I
right,
spoke
well,
to
how
her,
was
and-
she?
She was alright. You know how humans are. When blessed in
More or
my
less,
presence.
yes.
Anyway, enough about me. She gave me some whale embryos.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna modify them to make them better. She gave me like some requests, like she was like, you want to go deeper and better. And I mean, that's fine, but maybe you could help me with that, and maybe you know a thing or two about where to keep whales.
Well, I suppose theoretically, we could maybe. So she just gave you the raw embryos, hmm?
Mhm.
Hmm. Nugget, do I know if the whale I have is female or male?
I
assume I would
think
know.
that's... Yeah, you would know. I'm going to give it a 50-50 chance. Let's roll. With a 1 is male, a 2 is female. Female.
Well, I may hypothetically know a good place that we can put the embryos, yes.
Oh.
Mhm. So, if you will follow me to the lab, I have a couple of preparations to make, and then we can store them.
Excellent.
All right, what do I roll to in vitro a space whale?
God. What? You have...
Like a medicine or something?
Medical?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously surgery.
Yeah, it'd be Medicaid, I guess.
Yes. No.
Well, I would have been helping.
Oh yeah, I forgot you have Medicaid.
So yeah, you'd get a plus 10, but
So I think that would have mean that he passes. Otherwise, he would have got 1 degree of failure, right? I can't see what you
Yeah.
rolled.
he got 0 degrees of failure, so that would be a pass. He rolled an 85 out of 83.
So it was messy, but it worked.
Yeah, all right, yeah, you've implanted one of the whale embryos into the
Excellent.
currently living whale that you have.
Good. Let's get some samples of it so I can grow some more giant whale wombs or whatever.
Sure, yeah, I'm sure that we have plenty of biological samples since we were just digging around in there.
Just rooting around with a plunger.
Well, no, I've got a fancy robot arm. Like, that's what it's for. I was wearing a scuba mask and just kind of going to town.
A bucket on a rope.
Yeah.
Lowered in there or whatever. We're good at science. High five.
Well, the question is, where are you going to put a bunch of giant space whale wombs?
Well, you know, I'll find places.
I guess the captain probably won't recognize what they are. so you could just put him anywhere.
Yeah, I won't put one in his office.
Yeah, that would be messy.
I'll find somewhere. I'll find somewhere on the lower decks. There'll be somewhere down there where
Make sure
nobody
you keep
cares.
me filled in on that. I want to watch the progress of that and make sure
Oh,
that it's
yeah.
working properly.
Yeah, it'll be good. Right, let's go.
Okay. So what are you guys doing now? You're floating in the middle of nowhere right now.
Well, I guess this is a good place as any to start scanning.
All
How
right.
have we ended up even further off course?
Warp
Because
storms.
Barbaretta is fucking awful.
Barbaretta is actually pretty good, but I mean,
Yeah.
you're
It
you're
turns
right
out
next
when-
to a giant
we're
warp
driving
storm.
We're right
Oh.
next to a giant warp storm and somewhere where she doesn't know.
All right, let's.
Where are we on the map?
Let's scan.
Over on the
Shit.
left, towards the bottom.
Something
Southwest
pretty
of Shep.
close to the Frozen Sisters.
Oh, we always wanted to go there.
No, I don't think we wanted to go there.
I would
The
Uh,
captain just rolled a dice and said we were going there once.
yeah, it's a good.
We do not
place.
desire to go there.
Kinda. We do.
Is there not like a crazy navigator out here who's been shunned from the houses or something who is good at this stuff?
Probably.
Maybe.
If he's crazy, probably
Like a,
not.
yeah, like a crazy idiot.
Yeah, but
your
We've got enough of
scanners,
those on our crew already.
your scanners detect a nearby star. There's not any planets surrounding it. It's a binary star, though. And you guys warp there without any trouble. So you're right here right now.
oh, nice.
That seems.
Keep on
Okay.
scanning in the free world.
So we could probably get to Melbeth now.
Yeah, but did we want to get to? Well, it's a dead world, so I guess.
Well, yeah,
We
we could
could-
just go there to scan, so we'll probably be able to detect if the unknown world actually exists.
Yeah, it's a smaller jump from there to where we want to go.
You looked up Melbeth before?
I think
Melbeth is
so.
the one that's the weird maze of
Yeah,
Oh yeah, right.
fires out in space.
and rumored
That's
to be protected
guarded.
by Eldar, maybe.
Yes.
So let's
Let's not go there.
It's called
Let's-
the World of Madness.
Yeah, let's scan from here and see if we can find that unknown
Who's
world
Hecate
instead.
Staff?
Hecadon, it's just a dude who got lost.
Does he have
Like
to,
us.
like what part of a human?
Yes, he was a rogue trader.
A rogue trader? Maybe someone who has like lore rogue traders or something wants to research that.
An actual law.
Who cares about old people?
Especially when they're lost.
Whoa, what if we find them and then we can get all their cool ships?
Well, not if they're.
Not if they're dead and or cursed.
Yeah.
If
I
his
mean,
stuff
that's-
was, if his stuff was bad enough to get lost, I don't think we want it.
Let me see what I know about him. I mean, it's at half because I've only got infused knowledge, but
Doesn't the captain have that?
I would imagine.
Doesn't he know about stuff?
I know all about him. He was a great person.
Interesting. Well, maybe we'll keep an eye out for him.
Oh, you failed. Never mind.
Yeah, he failed miserably.
I'm sitting here looking up at the lore and didn't even look at the dice roll. Yeah, you 5 degrees of
Does
failure.
the captain not have that? I mean,
What?
does he not get a,
I
does he
just
not
make
get
it
a
up,
primer on
'cause I
other?
don't know anything about him.
traders?
Do I not get a primer on what? No.
On rogue trade and stuff? Do you not have lore rogue traders?
I do. I'm pretty sure I do. Let me,
Maybe you should
I would imagine.
give it a go.
let me have a look at my sheet here. I think I'm pretty sure I have some knowledge skills. It's not. Probably not. Well, I have Common Lore Imperium, and I also have. I need to look at my other thing. Yeah, Common Lore Rogue Trader. So I can go for that. Which is
Not in the
act-
framework.
Exactly, but I have it set to this. That's my Common Lore. Rogue
You
Trader.
Common lore rogue trader. Yeah, he was a rogue trader who was sort of obsessed with mapping unknown areas of space. Obviously, he was the first one to discover this sort of giant warp storm here, which is blocking off the Coronis expanse from whatever the next region is. It's basically an impassable barrier as far as anyone around here is concerned. They've not found a way past it. But his entire fleet was lost out here near the edge of this storm centuries ago. And you're pretty close to the last known location of where it was right now, but that's it.
Yeah, but that's not what we're after.
No, but if we happen to run into them, it's possible he has. I mean, there could be maps to all sorts of unknown regions of space that would be incredibly valuable.
He could
Well,
be dead.
I mean, so if we run,
Theoretically.
well, so if we run into them here, then they clearly don't have information about other regions of space because they've been stuck here.
Well, I assume.
Well, they might be lost in a
assuming
warp
this
thing.
isn't the first place that he decided to.
Yeah, like if he was all about that, it'd be pretty unlucky of him to end up on his first journey.
Can is the survey ship finding anything around where?
Well, they can scan.
Yeah.
35. Well, they find another star which would serve as a good gravity well. It is located right over here.
Oh,
That
Looks
might
like
be a
you
good
jump
place
there,
to
you
go
can.
instead of
Yeah.
Melbeth.
Yeah.
I would very
Um,
much like to go there instead of Melbeth.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of going to Melbeth.
All right,
Go to
let's
Melbeth.
roll on the auto nav. All's well.
Hooray!
Turns out I'm lucky.
Right here.
As soon as I arrive, no more warp storms.
This
Yeah,
is
the changes you made worked.
This is a very young star, bright, brilliant blue. It's incredibly bright. You actually have to pull your ship back a bit from where you've warped in because it's causing a
Energetic.
huge amount of radiation on the outer shielding.
Are there any planets?
Fascinating.
There are no planets.
Why are there no planets around here?
Warp storm.
Not every system develops planets.
But
Warp
it
storms
seems-
destroyed by things, blown up by ancient forces beyond our ken.
What
Do I
ancient
have
forces are there
astromancy?
for the
I
Eldar?
might.
Well, we are them.
I don't.
I guess we scan again. We seem to be getting closer to where this place might be.
Okay.
If anyone has astromancy or whatever, what it was called, that's a what's that? Probably a common lore or something. Like, would there be planets around a star like this?
Oh,
I
you
could probably
can
do
roll
it at
to find
half.
out.
Let me just double check the thing.
No, I don't have anything that helps with that. I know what it takes to run a ship, though.
I might at some point, but not right now.
Yeah, I'll just roll half.
Sure that it really matters in the long run if there should have been planets around this star.
No, but if we think there should have, that's a legitimate reason to do a little investigating.
0 degrees of failure, but still a fail. Yeah, you just don't know.
Well, see if the scanners pick anything up.
Yeah, your scanners picked up a star which looks like it should be right around where your unknown planet is supposed to
Cool.
be. So if you like, you can try to jump there.
We should. Let's jump.
Let's roll on the
Incoming
auto
getting
nav.
thrown off.
Oh my.
Another no problems at all.
No, this
Amazing.
is actually pretty interesting. So you rolled lost time
Oh,
as your
yes.
very first encounter. So this is an incredibly long trip.
Yes.
Your onboard time is 36 days. This took almost a month. But I should take a screenshot of this and show you later. Literally every encounter after that lost time is all's well. All's well, all's well, all's well, all's well, all's well, all's well. So
just took
it's
one
just
time.
a very long trip. But yes, you make it here. So you arrive in this system, which has a bright yellow star in it, and 2 planets. One of them is a big gas giant near the outer edges of the system, probably a failed second star of some sort. But the other planet is the one that Holt had seen in his vision.
Nice.
It is one of the lushest planets you have ever seen. There's a number of oceans. The continents are almost completely covered with forested and jungle type areas. There's a number of storms swirling around on the planet, but it doesn't look like anything, too terribly destructive or anything, just some regular weather.
Well,
Tons and tons of life, though.
Let's
Nice
scan it
place.
then.
Get out of the way.
let's.
Our ship adds plus 20, right, for scanning?
Yes.
Borgia.
5 degrees of success. Your scanners are showing life basically everywhere on this planet. What specifically are you looking for?
I was going to see if there are any structures of any kind.
No, not a single building. This is a completely uncolonized world.
Alright, well, that's good to know at least.
It wasn't in any maps we could find.
So what is your next step?
Well, we should.
Speak to the Crute.
Yeah, we should. I guess we should just have some discussions with how we go about finding what's probably the deadliest creature on the planet. Since we don't know what it is, we just assume that it's down here.
Right.
Well, we know that it's down there.
Well,
I know that it is.
It's gotta be land based, right?
yeah.
Does it?
Airbase.
Well, I think
thi-
so. It
Well,
might.
I don't think it's gonna live in the sea because wasn't the question something that could win the tournament?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So
Could
It
be a
has to be
fire.
something that can win, so it can't be underwater.
Hmm.
Amphibious, could be.
it could be amphibious, but that still
I
cuts
mean,
down
but
like
this
all of the
sea
ocean.
creature that when it dries out releases a super noxious nerve toxin.
I mean,
Yeah,
that-
that'll win a single round. That's not going to win every round. And also wouldn't be
Well,
allowed
we just
because we
hose it
could.
off.
Well, we could be killing the humans that are also there.
I'm
and
just-
that's unfortunately Von Grimm has to be alive to give us the prize at the end.
Hmm.
Does he?
Well, he's got to declare us the winner, right?
Can his successor do that?
I mean,
I'm just saying,
anyway,
if we feel like the deadliest creature we find isn't deadly enough, maybe expand our horizons.
I'll expand some in.
But yeah, like there are definitely rules where you're not allowed to bring some things.
It can't
No
be
aquatic
sentient.
creatures, apparently.
It can't be sentient. And it can't be like actually dangerous.
Yeah, like for example, we can't bring Tyranids.
Yeah.
Wait,
We would probably win if we did, but
A man was
not gonna be allowed.
disqualified for bringing a squig
No.
because they tend to attract hawks, and that would be bad.
Yeah, it would be bad.
And someone was disqualified for bringing a lobotomized Arak ghoul.
That
But-
was an incredibly bad idea.
Yeah,
somewhere,
exactly.
Somewhere on this planet, there's something that can help us that can make us win the tournament. We just have to make sure that the thing we actually catch is that thing.
Mm-hmm.
If there's life everywhere, that doesn't help. Like if there was life just in small pockets, we'd go, well, it's got to go somewhere where there's food, supposedly.
Well,
Should we have shuttles like go down to the planet and just like fly over and see what we can see? If there's like large creatures or anything like that?
well, I mean, that's why we have the crew. They're the hunting party. They must have done this before. They should have a plan.
Well, the Kroot are very, very good at hunting, but they usually want to know what it is that they're going to hunt before they start going down there. I mean, they can just, start bringing you dead monsters that they find, or...
Well, I don't want dead monsters.
Well, I mean, if they're going to catch something, they have to know what it is so they can plan to set a trap for it.
Well, it just means we have to send down a bunch of red shirts to scout the planet. Fly over it with shuttles
Just
and
look
stuff.
for stuff and see if they can see something that's really big, something that's really small.
Yeah.
I mean,
Something
basically-
spiky.
We can
Scan
pick
the
out
shit out of
areas. We can
Also,
pick out
it's
areas that
killing
we
it.
suspect have higher biodiversity.
Also, we should see if there's a nice area with, say, like a lovely beach or something like that where we can just go down to the planet and have a nice time, not be up in space.
We should probably also scan the area in case there's anything else.
I mean, that's
nearby.
what we're doing, right?
Yeah,
No,
I've
I meant
already
get
scanned
the
it.
No,
ship.
like with the ship. Yeah.
The deep
Yeah.
space ship to find
Yeah.
if there's any more planets around here.
That's true.
Oh, you look for other planets, other systems around?
Yeah. Might as well. I mean, we've paid for it.
I don't can will. I'll just stay on the ship.
There's a number of other stars around. The ship reports 3. You can't really get any details on planets unless you were to move closer to them. You
Is
have
there
3
anything
options.
On the stars, or
2 of them are binary systems, and one of them is a lone star, which is in its red giant phase.
and these are separate to the 2 that are already nearby.
Yes. These are other unknown systems.
Well,
Okay.
I would say we start sending down some shuttles just to check things out.
Okay.
Do a systematic scan of.
Yeah, like
Places as they go.
like a surface scan.
Sure.
Good.
You pick an area that's heavily forested near a coastline, but since you wanted to find a beach, and you decide to send a shuttle down with some of your red shirts in it.
Mm-hmm.
You guys watch on the vid projectors on the bridge to see everything that the shuttle sees, and you keep an eye on it from the ship as well. It flies down, deorbits, flies over to the coastline where you told it to start scanning. It scans for a little bit and then begins to move inland. As it starts going over some of the treetops, a giant vine reaches out and grabs the shuttle out of midair and just slams it into the ground. And your feed cuts out.
We're not
Intriguing.
getting that shuttle back.
Alright, making a note. It was
Okay.
vine or tentacle? Vine, you say?
Yeah, it was definitely plant material.
Massive plant monster. Man, I think we have to pick up the entire forest. We're gonna need a
Are
bigger
plants
trench.
allowed?
Yeah, if you wanted to.
Well, I mean, according to the rules,
Mhm.
because it said beast.
You don't see any special restriction.
Okay. Well, time to. Well, first of all, we have to retrieve the freaking shuttle. But also, we need to get to know more about these vines. So.
I'm not sure that the shuttle will still be operational after that, Captain.
Well, I guess you'll have to fix it then.
Or indeed in one piece. That was... How fast was our shuttle going? I want to look at the telemetry.
It wasn't going very fast because it was moving reasonably quick, but not not planet covering fast. It was trying
Sure.
to scan. It was probably going about 150, maybe 200 miles an hour.
Still, for plant life, that is a remarkably rapid reaction.
Yeah, but I mean that's why we're getting it.
Hmm.
No, there are quick plants that do stuff quick.
Yeah, orcs.
Explode spores everywhere. Crunch down on things that trigger them.
Yes, usually not that rapid, but I'm not saying it's impossible. We just saw it happen. I'm just interested.
Oh, good. Good job you're interested, because we're gonna have a good time with it.
Well, let's load up the recruits and go down there.
Okay. You guys put your crew into one of your shuttles. Put one of your crew in as a pilot as well. You guys get in one of your other shuttles. Where are you going to go?
I
We
guess
should probably come in from the ocean and land on the beach.
that would be my
somewhere
suggestion.
nowhere near that thing.
Mm-hmm.
If a huge tentacle comes out and kills all the crew from the sea, well,
We'll figure something out.
we'll have to go get some more.
Okay.
Very.
You guys hop into your shuttle. You put the crew in the other one, and you guys blast out into space and begin deorbiting. You land your shuttle down on the beach near where the other one left the coastline to go scan into the forest. The beach itself is reasonably empty. The ocean here is a pretty thick sort of a green with some sort of plant matter or something like that. Maybe some kind of algae. There are a few larger fish type creatures you can see sort of swimming around, and on a couple places on the beach there are some creatures that are almost lobster-like, but with 6 big claws on them, sort of just laying there sunning themselves.
How
Okay.
big?
About the size of a large dog.
I have to get one of them.
Okay, so Anodar, how good are you with plants?
Plants,
I mean, if
Mostly-
we need to improve this thing.
I
I
mean,
think we need to disprove this thing temporarily.
I think plants like it's all just numbers.
Well, everything's just numbers.
Yeah, see, like,
Well, some things are letters.
yeah, but
Letters
letters
are
are
just
just
different
letters
numbers.
are just numbers. Yeah,
Depends
a
if
thing is a
basically
thing
using-
is a thing. It's alive. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Between
I'm not-
both of us, Captain, shouldn't be much of an issue.
So, okay.
Actually,
I mean,
can Scoozle sense any sort of like psychic presence of the plant at all?
well, I mean,
See if
we
you can
don't want
control
it to be sentient, so if it is, we can't take
Well,
it.
no, it might just be psychic and not sentient.
We don't know if this is the thing we're looking for.
Exactly.
5 degrees of success. You're looking for any sort of, psychic emanations from anything here? You're
Yeah.
not getting any. No psychers here.
Okay, so I mean, I assume we've shown the Crute the same footage we saw,
Yes, you have.
so they kind of know what we're interested in.
Okay, so you want them to find this giant vine of whatever it is out in the forest somewhere.
I would like them to see if they can, figure out what it is, if it's of interest to us. Because if it's actually if it's a bunch of big-ass trees, we can't, even if we were able to uproot it, we wouldn't be able to get it on the ship and out into space and then somewhere else. So then that's probably not the creature. But we need to at least make sure that it's it's either a possible fighting creature or it's something else that's just really dangerous.
Okay.
And I also need Marek to see if he can figure out where the shuttle went.
Can Holt do a time thing? Put you in suspended animation?
No. Not yet.
Good.
I want to see what happens if a crew eats one of those crab things.
Hell yeah!
2 of the crew are actually sort of poking at some of them with the butts of their rifles.
I'm taking notes and
The
drawing pictures.
crab thing starts snapping at them, and one of them begins to sort of charge, and as the crew backs up quickly, it pulls its rifle around and shoots it straight through the face and kills it.
Can be killed by
I
getting
mean,
shot in the face. Adding that to the... I make an encyclopedia, I'm gonna say.
Well, I mean, that's definitely a weakness, so it's not that thing.
Yeah, not that thing.
Hmm.
If it's
Well-
a plant,
I imagine it wouldn't be very hard to find where the shuttle was. There's probably a giant plume of smoke coming from it.
maybe we can cut a bit off and then...
Is it possible it set the jungle on fire?
Probably a bad idea, but yes, it would be pretty easy to set a jungle.
If it's a rainforest, it might
No,
be
I'm
some
saying
dirt where-
is the shuttle
It's
going down
with
could have
Prometheus?
exploded and set the jungle on fire.
As far as your footage was concerned, you didn't see it explode. It just kind of got slammed into the ground incredibly hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's a plant, maybe we cut a bit off and then have a
Yeah.
bonsai one, and then grow it big when we get somewhere.
Okay, do I think anyone could have survived the crash?
You're guessing not.
Yeah,
What
he
if
didn't have a
what if
name.
you got an expert medical opinion?
You could roll to find out what you think.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm doing. I have to find it on this list of things. Expert medical opinion.
You're guessing no one survived that crash.
Yes, they're probably all dead. It was a rather violent crash.
Alright, let me... I don't have that, so I can't fail it and claim that people are probably still alive.
We could just stand behind Halt, who has the flamer, because I think that's the best place to be.
Probably not a terrible idea.
The crew are discussing amongst themselves if they should eat the dead lobster creature.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go over to him and say, one of you should
They-
eat the
they-
dead lobster creature.
All of them want to, except the leader is telling them sort of behave yourselves. We're being paid here.
How long do you think the crab meat will keep? Maybe do it a little bit later.
You're guessing.
Maybe.
You're guessing actually not very long.
Duh.
Well, there's other crabs. We can.
Yeah, we'll get another one. I'll say it'll be it'll be all right for you to have some later after the job's done on your break time, maybe when we're done. Very keen to see and study a crew change.
Okay. So what are you guys doing? What's your plan at the moment?
Did the crew actually have a shaper with them?
A shaper? No.
Well, I mean,
So
I
they're
guess
just okay.
we should start walking into the forest and see if we can find... Well,
Tracker.
yeah.
Tracker.
Track the... See if we can sense the down shuttle, and once we get close to the down shuttle, we should be in the area of the fucking super dangerous thing. So...
Okay.
This doesn't seem like a bad plan.
So you're
Yeah,
just
I
going to
mean-
walk out into the jungle?
Well,
Well-
the crew are gonna go out very carefully.
Yeah, and we're behind the crew, so...
Okay.
I mean,
I'm behind
we
everyone
know
else.
already that we can't take a shuttle and fly there because it's going to get knocked down.
Mhm.
And also we're after, like, the most dangerous beast we can find. So at some point, you just have to go like, well, time to go find it.
The crew tell you that if you're going to all go out into the jungle, the leader explains that while you're here with their hunting party, he's taking personal responsibility for everyone's safety. that's here with him. He wants to send out 2 scouts ahead of you to make sure that the everything's clear and that there's nothing terrible that's going to kill everyone right here. So he says you'll follow
scouts.
3
Yeah.
out of their 6.
Yeah.
Stop. No, they should. Regardless, they shouldn't take advice from Icarus, anyways.
They shouldn't take advice from a pencil pusher who's never hunted an animal in his life.
Also, aren't you from like a world that's just a big ass city? Like, have you ever actually been in the woods?
I'll send the new servo skull I've been working on with them, Percy.
Percy.
There we go.
Okay.
Somebody expendable.
As you, as the Kroot are preparing to head out into the jungle, you hear a howling from thousands upon thousands of different creatures all at the same time. Howls erupt from all around you out in the jungle. Things are coming from far off on either end of the beach, and there's even some long, low, bellowing, mournful howls from out in the ocean somewhere. You notice bright flashes of light up in the sky, and looking up, you see parts of the warp sort of bleeding into real space a bit. As it enters the atmosphere, it leaves long, glowing, sparkling streaks all across the sky, and certain parts of it sort of seem to burn and fall down into the jungle off in the distance. After about 30 seconds, it all dies down, and all of the howling from the jungle around you sort of quiets down as well.
I want to leave.
Well, I guess that sorts it. Well, I guess we figured it out. Let's find that thing.
This is the right place.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Not really.
What, you scared of some animals shouting?
Yeah.
The
What's
warp?
wrong with you?
It's the warp more than the yelly animals.
He was only there for a second.
No, well, I mean, we're after... Okay, so we're after a beast, and something's just popped out. It's probably not a...
Probably not friendly.
Well, I mean, it's not a demon, so it's fine.
How
We
do
know
you
that.
know it's not a demon?
Because demons are sentient.
Yeah, the thing
Fair
we're
enough.
after is not a demon.
But we don't know for sure if that's the thing.
Well, there are
Well, I
non-sentient
mean, it's
demons.
bloody likely.
There are non-sentient demons. It could be a demon. Could be demonic.
Well, I don't
Don't
think
think
we'd
we'd
be
be
able
allowed
to...
to
We wouldn't be
enter.
allowed to put up a demon for a fight, though.
Well, I mean,
And that's what we're after.
Yeah, I'm also unsure if they would allow a plant to compete in their beast.
Well, according
we looked
to...
at the bylaws,
Yeah,
and there wasn't,
according to the rules, they would.
Yeah,
But-
anything explicitly saying you can't do that.
you did check. There's nothing like
Yeah.
directly saying no plants.
But I mean, just gut feeling, the thing that freaks out every animal here is probably what we want.
yeah, I could get behind that. thought
Or
process.
it's actually some type of beast that's already on the planet that we want. In which case, we should probably check out the thing that fell out of the warp anyways, because it might be a demon or some other shit that we need to deal with.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
fuck those things.
So the Kroot are going to send 2 scouts out into the jungle,
Uh-huh.
unless you try to make them. send
Well,
3.
it's... No, of course not. Why would...
So just
That's...
the skull.
That's silly. But the thing that just plopped out of the sky, is that in the jungle too, or did that end up
So
somewhere else?
it wasn't just one thing. It was like burning chunks of something fell all over the planet in like all different directions from where you are. Some landed out in the ocean, some landed out in the jungle.
Oh, so it got like
Sweet.
bombarded with warp storm shit.
Yes.
Interesting. So that's probably something that happens from time to time then.
I would
Okay.
imagine, yes.
Yeah, so let's have them send out some scouts and we'll see what happens.
Okay, with Percy, the servo skull. That was the name, Percy.
Can
So
you
you
put it in
just,
stealth mode? Or does it gonna do the beeping and the
It's probably
beeping?
going to do the beeping.
I mean, I can ask him to be stealthy. I can't guarantee it'll work.
Then
Can
you
you
should
not
probably.
deactivate
Well,
the
if you can't
noise?
guarantee if you can't guarantee that it's going to be stealthy, you probably shouldn't send it out with scouts. Because I paid a bunch for those scouts.
I mean, it's not gonna. I'm just saying it's not gonna be invisible. Obviously, it's not gonna be playing a siren and shooting lasers everywhere.
Well,
Actually,
is
I
it
prefer that.
is it gonna be more visible than the Kroot scouts?
Well, if it is, then it's going to attract things
Probably.
to it rather than them. So
Yeah,
Well,
but
it could also let things know that there's something there,
Well, I
rather
don't
than the
doubt
Kroot
the
might not
ability.
be.
I don't doubt the ability of the Kroot as hunters. On the other hand, Percy has technological devices that they do not, and is able to detect things out of normal
What if-
by like their vision range and stuff.
what if they carry Percy? So he's sort of concealed.
Fine,
Like we're basically sending one out with a camera.
works for me.
Okay. The leader of the Kroot that is with you tells you that he thinks that while the others are scouting, you should start setting up sort of a base of operations here on the beach. They'll put up the tents. He suggests bringing some more men of yours down from the ship to
Mhm.
stand around with laser guns and weapons just
Yeah.
to sort of protect the area. They'll clear out all the weird lobster creatures that are here, and they think with their back to the ocean, it's a pretty defensible position.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's do that.
Well,
Okay.
This is the perfect time to pull out one of the things I bought.
Okay, go for it.
Is it a tank?
I am going to pull out an emergency hab.
Hey,
You just need to add water to create a tent for 6 people.
where are we gonna get that?
The
Six
I've
sea.
people.
been carrying it around. Yeah, we're on a beach,
The
so
water.
water shouldn't be difficult.
That
Yeah,
it was an attempted humor.
Ah,
Mac, we got to work on your humor algorithms.
yep.
So, sure. You pull out your emergency hab. You set it up. It's a pretty nice sized tent. The Kroot set theirs up. You call down another shuttle to bring some other people with some guards down. They, as well as the Kroot, start clearing out the beach. They're going around shooting some of the lobster creatures. You don't really see any other creatures here on the beach so far. They cut down some of the plant life that's a bit thick underbrush stuff near the edge of the jungle to give you a better line of sight directly into it. And they're getting ready to send their 2 scouts out into the wilderness.
Nice.
Scoozle, how are you on time?
I'm gonna have to leave soon.
Let's
Do we wanna stop
cliffhanger it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cliffhanger right here.
I want to be gathering some samples from the edge of the forest or whatever.
I want to make sure that I
Some
get
leaves.
a good chair and something nice to eat, and
You want to try eating one of the crabs?
well, someone can cook it.
I mean, yeah, it's not gonna be
Probably.
hard.
You
I
can-
mean,
we
I
can
could-
apply heat to meat.
We
Well,
have mastered
dude,
fire.
the freaking our freaking ship is just up there. We can just
It's
send
full
down
of
my
food
chef.
and comfy chairs.
I'm saying we can just send down my chef, and we'll see what happens.
Sure, yeah. I'm
Like we don't have to live like savages.
Who's
For
gonna
once.
Who's gonna taste it though? Bring down a taste tester.
What? I've got Icarus.
So it's okay, Chris. I got all sorts of things to help you with allergic reactions.
Well, also, I can make sure that there's not anything that we know of that's dangerously poisonous in it. It's
Yeah, but
not
that's
that
not as fun
very
as letting him get poisoned and then injecting him with stuff.
I don't think he would appreciate that.
Well, it's not
To
about
be-
what he
I
wants, is
don't.
it?
I don't know about that. He loves being in the infirmary.
Holt, what are you doing?
I'm
He's-
messaging you with it right now.
Okay. In the meantime, goodbye, YouTube.
Bye,
Bye,
YouTube.
YouTube.
Can't believe we're setting up a beautiful campsite and that's the cliffhanger.